Hi guys, I am here filming myself talking to a camera to let you all know that the time has come for me to surprise the absolute shit out of Lon and propose to her. I wanted to have a quick chat before I do that tomorrow morning to let you know what's happening. Lon and I have been together for 8 years now, and I know that the time is really right to do it now. I told myself I was going to film if I started crying. So there's a big story that we have been wanting to share for a long time now, and that story will be shared later, but for the moment Lon and I have been together for 8 years. Tomorrow is our 8-year anniversary and it falls on to Valentine's Day, and so she knows that there is a surprise coming, but she has no idea what it is. She has no idea I'm proposing. She thinks we're going, actually she doesn't even know where we're going. So the plan is tomorrow morning I'm going to wake her up and I'm going to take her to my most favourite place in the world, Josephine Falls, where I grew up. It's a local waterfall that I grew up going to. I'm going to take her there and I am going to say to her that we're going to film our very first episode for our YouTube channel that we've been working on, because we've wanted to start a YouTube channel for a long time now, to start filming what would have been the start of our 3-year around the world sailing trip at the end of this February. So tomorrow she's going to wake up and I'm going to start filming and I'm going to start talking to you guys. And she's going to think that we're going to Josephine Falls just because it's my special place and that's an important place for me. She's going to have no idea that the whole time I'm talking to you guys and to this camera that I'm about to propose to her. So throughout me talking tomorrow morning, you'll see that I will be, I don't know. Fuck. I will be very happy and very nervous and excited. She likes, of course, chunky, raw, pirate-like jewellery, and so she loves silver. She wanted silver, but I've managed to find one better, and I've gotten her a white gold ring with a flat blank canvas of a surface, because she wants to use her ring to stamp her packages for our silk clothing line, and so I know that she's going to absolutely love the ring, and I guess I'll show it to you tomorrow. After Josephine Falls, we're going to have breakfast, and then we are going to go north into what's known as Cape Tribulation, which is 3 hours north of Cairns, and I've booked just one night in a off-the-grid timber cabin next to a creek. So she has no idea about all of this, and I just wanted to check in and share this part of the journey with you, because there's going to be a lot to share this year. For the moment, this is proposing to Lon. We woke up at 5:15, I think it is, and we've been packing and getting ready, and I'm just warming the truck up and we're about to leave. So here we go, guys. Lonnie, what are we doing, darling?
I don't know, but it's exciting.
You don't know, do ya?
Kenny, it's real cold.
Yeah, I just turned it down. It's just the fan now. Stop your whinging. So Lonnie, what are we doing? Are we being romantic, are we?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to Macca's.
No.
Oh, I just got to check the back. I don't know if I shut it. So do you want to hear where we're going or what we're doing?
Yeah.
Or do you want to just get a surprise the whole time?
I don't know.
Hold it. Where are you holding it?
I don't know. What do I want to do?
I thought because it's our anniversary we should have a little chat about the history of our relationship. Oh, would you look at that? The fuel's already full.
No, you filled it up yesterday. Why do we need a full tank, Kate?
Is it filming on us? Or is it just filming the side of the car?
It's filming my armpit.
So, today marks 8 years of our relationship. 8 years, Lonnie. And I wanted to do a little summary of what happened, or what has happened throughout our relationship. And so, we met, didn't we? And you were the falafel girl on the side of the road, holding a tray of falafels in Byron Bay. And I was the skydive bus driver. And I pulled over and wooed you instantly.
No, the story goes. I was a falafel girl and I was standing out front of the shop and handing out all my free food, which I was doing every day in the middle of summer. It was really hot. And then Kaney drove past in his skydiving bus and he saw me and he just couldn't keep his little eyeballs off me. And he just kept looking at me. And the next minute he nearly crashed the bus because he couldn't stop looking at me and he was doing a rubbernecks.
And then we met.
Wait.
No. And then we hung out for 3 months.
Yeah.
And
then he left me.
Then I left and then I came back and then we went to North Queensland from Byron and we saved our money for 3 months and went to India for 3 months and then I was for 4 months. And then I did a yoga course in India. We got back, went to Darwin. You got depressed because I was tour guiding for a season. And then we drove all the way back down to Byron from Darwin. I started teaching yoga eventually. And then we started our first cafe together. We worked our absolute arse off. It was the smallest cafe in Australia. Then we started our second cafe and it all kind of went to shit. We had 3 years of a very, very, very hard time. That was the first 3 years of our 5-year plan. We had a 5-year plan, or have a 5-year plan, which is...
When did we create the 5-year plan though?
Which is ending... The end of the 5-year plan is the end of this very month, this February 2022. And Lon made the 5-year plan, and it consisted of her not buying a single piece of clothing for 5 years because we were saving for our very own sailing boat.
Excluding for my clothing line.
And we launched Silk while we had the 2 cafes, so we had 3 businesses, and then we ended up getting out of the 2 cafes after COVID hit for obvious reasons. And then we've been working on Silk and doing a lot of markets and doing a lot of online sales, and we are now in North Queensland again. We spent 8 years in Byron together, excluding the time we're away, and made a lot of friends together. Now we are up here to help look after my dad, and we're taking it month by month in anticipation for our sailing trip, which is going to be with our best friend Mark, who has bought us a boat. It was the unofficial and unplanned second plan B, where we couldn't buy our own boat because of the situation with the cafes, and so Mark has bought a boat and we're going to meet him in Europe sometime, and we're going to sail the world for 2 to 3 years. And so that's our summary of our relationship.
That's a pretty good summary.
Yeah, I think that will do.
You missed out on the part where you were sticking there. Katie's favourite waterfall.
Lon has realised we're going to Josephine Falls. Josephine Falls is at the base of that mountain. Oh, what have we here, Lonnie?
We got breakfast snacks.
Are we having breakfast at Josephine Falls, Lonnie?
Oh, this will be nice.
It's going to be nice, isn't it?
Do you still want me to film?
Yeah. None, have you ever been to Josephine Falls before?
Never, Schmug.
Okay, so this place I grew up going to. It's 10 minutes drive from my house, and I grew up as a young wee little kid. Instead of being a grom on the waves, this is where I came. I came into my teenage years, and then I started partying, and then I used to come here hungover, and then I used to come here when I'd come back from uni in Townsville, and then I'd come here various stages of my life, and it's a very special place. It's my most important place in the world. And when I was a kid, this was all just dirt track. There was no signs. It was just a track in the bush.
Isn't it crazy that Tarzan man used to live in the jungle like this but without an actual path?
Mm-hmm.
He would have made his own paths in his own little country.
Yeah. Look at it. Isn't that just lovely?
Yeah.
Turning right. Oh, it's flowing real good. Welcome, everyone. That's a rock slide. Then there's another little section you can swim with the first waterfall. And there's a little spa pool beside the first waterfall, then a big deep pool, then another waterfall, then another swimming spot, then another waterfall, then another swimming spot. It's beautiful. Let's set up the towels so we can do a time lapse of eating brekkie in front of the waterfall. So breakfast has to be romantic and Lauren can't get wet because she's got her favourite dress on. another good day there. We've arrived. We have our cups of tea. And this is the house tour. Truck, front entrance. After you, fiance. Kitchen, no walls, spare beds, lounge room, party games in the form of Monopoly, dining table, front yard, ocean way down there which you can't see, and upstairs, bathtub. And that'd be the double bed. Now we shall show you the creek. Are you ready, Lonnie? Let's go. Come on. Ooh.
This is definitely leech territory.
Yes, this is leech territory, and I do hope that we capture the beautiful reaction that you portray to the world when a leech stumbles upon your skin.
No, I just woke up. I'm not ready for.
We are definitely in the Daintree rainforest. Oh, isn't that just lovely? It's a nice little front yard.
Yeah, look at it.
There we go. Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's really love it.
You really, really love it.
I really, really love it. Like, it's perfect. It couldn't be any more perfect. And then when we put a nice little family engraving in it, it's just gonna be amazing.
We've got a problem. Lauren hasn't shut up about the ring.
It's just so pretty.
Oh, is it pretty? Oh, I haven't heard that all day.
I really love it. It's like, it's not super girly, but it's not too chunky.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really pretty.
Here we are, enjoying the serenity of Cape Tribulation, celebrating our engagement, and Lauren thinks she's going to beat me in a game of Monopoly. But would you look at all that cheddar? Look at it, rolling in it.
Sounds so strange saying engagement.
I know. Tell me about it. I
don't feel old enough.
think I'm going to have to dump you.
You'd cry.
I'd be free as a bird.
You'd be the saddest bird in the world.
I'd be a macaw flying over the South American jungle.
Pretty sure if you were going to be a macaw, you wouldn't have done this today.
Money worm, I really can't complain.
Kitchen here, we have one slightly emotional man because he can't handle the truth. Because I always win at games and he can never beat me because I am the master. Ready? Look at Kenny. He's lost all his money and he owes me money and I've got houses and all of the cash. Moral of the story is, don't mess with me, if you're keen.
Good morning, Lauren.
What are we doing today?
Today we are going for a hike through the rainforest to the mouth of a beautiful river. No, Lonnie, you got a leech.
I got my hand! Yeah! I got my hand! Yeah! I got my hand! Yeah!
What's wrong, Lonnie? Lon's got a little something. Got a little something for leeches, I've discovered. Isn't this pretty, Lonnie? It's like a tunnel, rainforest tunnel. We're looking for a very small little track which meets up with an old four-wheel drive track get to the mouth of a river. So I think this is it. Very, very old in here. So we've walked into the rainforest and we have just entered a very old 4-wheel drive track. So we've come from in there and now this is an old track to get to the river mouth.
And we just heard a pig.
Yeah, we just heard a pig and here's the pig tracks.
And I'm carrying a stick.
Lon's carrying a half-rotten stick to protect her from probably a boar over 100 kilos.
Better than nothing. These things are gnarly.
Yeah. So wild pigs in Australia were introduced and they eat absolutely everything and they destroy absolutely everything. Look at this moss. Ooh, Lonnie. Alright, let's pick up the pace, Lon. We just heard another pig. And they're very...
Oh. Kenny, I don't like this.
More often than not, they just run away in fear. It's an adventure, Lon. You wanted an adventure?
Do you have your knife?
No. It's okay, Lon.
You know what my thoughts are right now?
What?
To look at what trees I can climb up as fast as I can.
Yeah. No, they'll just run away.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If they got babies, they won't run. They'll charge you.
Shh, be quiet. So Lonnie, they have very bad sight. They have very bad sight, so they struggle to see. So just be quiet and it'll be all good. Made it through the forest and onto the beach, and it's a high tide and it has been pissing down. We're going to go to the river mouth and walk upstream and see if we can find a really nice spot on the creek.
Wow, look at that waterfall.
The river mouth, ancient mountains, waterfall that you can see from our deck. We've got to come back here in the tinny, that is for sure. Isn't this amazing? Where we're staying is upriver on the creek. Look at those waterfalls, Lon. There is definitely crocodiliacs in here. Look at those waterfalls. I don't know if you can see them, there's huge waterfalls coming straight down this hill. Nom nom.